Hey ghosts, ghouls, and other spooky creatures, it's Kat again. Welcome back to my channel. Today we will be planning out October, but first we need to put a close on September. Let's do a quick flip through. Admire the soft, cozy feeling with all the stuffies, and then hop straight into spooky season. October is going to be a little different. Pat and I are taking an anniversary trip to Japan for 2 weeks. Obviously, I won't be needing this journal for those 2 weeks, so I made some adjustments. A few years ago, I made this damask pattern for Halloween with chrysanthemums and wolfbane, and I thought it would be perfect for this month. I decided on the theme of old haunted house with black lace and ripped peeling wallpaper, so I'm just ripping it up and seeing how it looks. For the cover page, I know I want to have black lace peeking out from behind the wallpaper. I got this nice PET washi tape from Journalsay that I'll be using, and I think it'll work great. Here I forgot the golden rule of measure twice, so I did have to rip up the paper more to actually show the lace. But luckily, it's an easy fix. If you don't have one of these corner cutters, they're amazing. Best thing I've bought in a while. To go with the haunted house theme, I found a font on DaFont called Lakeshore Drive. It's what I would imagine you would find after peeling the wallpaper back in a scary movie. I'm sure it would be in blood, but I decided silver instead. I love most Halloween themes and aesthetics, but I really can't do scary movies though. Too scary for a weenie like me. Nice, cover page done. Even though I will be gone for 2 weeks, I decided to keep my goals in media section. I'm sure I'll still have a lot of stuff to get done in the first 2 weeks of October with planning a trip and everything else. Also, plenty of anime will be starting up this month. Really excited about Spy X Family coming back. I'm going to keep a similar style to the cover page, ripped paper, black lace peeking out, and the same font on black scrap paper. Because I won't be using this much, and because I really don't have time right now, I'm not doing any drawing. I'll be primarily just using stickers and washi tape. Like last month, I'll be using a marker to highlight every other line. I think it visually looks nicer and easier for writing too. This one isn't a Tombow though. I got this one in an art snacks box a few years ago. It's called LePlume II, and they're not quite as nice as Tombow's. The next page will be my calendar. I decided to try a full spread calendar this month, just for something to do really, no good reason. Since there are technically 6 weeks in October, I made my boxes 5 spaces tall and 6 spaces wide, so each week will have its own line. I'm filling in the weekday titles with my black Tombow, and then I'll add the font with my silver gel pen. I decide to add a purple bar to the top of each box where I'll put the number of each day. I don't think this bit turned out successful in the end. I went with black for the numbers and it becomes really hard to read on the dark purple. Basically, my calendar is my mess up page. I for some reason tried lowercase for Monday, despite knowing what fonts I'm using. Instantly changing my mind and remembering what font I'm using, and going back to using my uppercase spooky font. Oh, and don't worry, I mess up a little later again on this page too. Here's that black pen I was talking about earlier. Just really not the best choice. Now some of these things I could fix, but if I'm being honest, I'm probably not going to. To the top, I'm going to add a lace border and then add some black lace numbers I got from Journalsay. Sometimes it's nice not to write out the whole month again. I will try to add everything I'm using to the description box below, but I can't post links yet. Need to verify my page first, and I'm very lazy. I add in the same wallpaper elements and more black lace just to keep the theme going throughout. I add a few stickers from my Halloween PET tape roll because it feels a little blank in a few spots, but this is where I mess up. I forget about the PET lace tape I used on the cover page, and I think that would have been a nice addition to the right side. That is super blank. Maybe I can lie and say I left it blank intentionally for notes. The next spread is going to be my Weeklies. I'm trying out my first Dutch door. I'm doing a vertical and horizontal cut. It's hard to explain, but the cuts will leave the Weekdays in the same spot when you flip the page, and I'm setting it up for 2 weeks that I'm here. The cut in the bottom corner will be where my weekly and daily habit trackers will be. It'll make a lot more sense when it's done and set up. I adapted this idea from one of Joshi Karen's videos, and I really like how it ends up turning out. I'm giving myself a note section at the top that will be shared between the 2 weeks, as well as a mini calendar. I like adding calendars to my weeklies. For some reason, the idea of turning one page back is a little too difficult for me. For the 16th, I'm using purple instead of black for my wedding anniversary because I'm gross. Now with the calendar completed, it's time to decorate with all the same elements we've been using. The wallpaper, the lace, all that good stuff. I decided to use another lace border, but to cut out where the calendar is, of course I accidentally cut the wrong side. I had the sticker upside down, but we end up making it work. I just go with my normal handwriting for the weekdays. I think the variation in font for this spread is actually nice. Hopefully this is when the Dutch store starts making a little more sense. I use my gray marker to separate the weekdays just to make it easier to keep notes and keep track of things. On the left will be my daily habits, or almost daily, with each purple dot representing a day and needing to be checked off when done. And the right will be my weekly habits. I think some more stickers for my Halloween tape will look nice in this bottom space. I also plan to add my memory section here too. Since I won't have my monthly review section like I did in September, I do plan to add that page back in for November though. I do find it useful to see where I'm growing and what struggles I'm dealing with. Just a reminder, let your ink dry before using a marker near it, or you end up with a dumb streak like me. Let's just pretend that's intentional. I can't express how happy I am with how this Dutch door spread turned out. The general moodiness of this whole monthly theme I adore. Pat told me it looked like 2008 emo, and one, rude. Secondly, I was a 2008 emo kid, so fair. Also still listen to My Chemical Romance because they are my teenage angst. Thank you again for joining me. I'd love to hear what your thoughts are in the comments. Wish me luck in Japan, and I'll see you in November. Bye!